Now that you have completed the investigation of multiplying special cases, we are going to kind of get some notes down about them. So the first one we have is the square of a binomial. So that's when we are taking an expression like a plus b and squaring that, or a minus b and squaring that. So these are squares of binomials. And what we see happens is it doesn't turn into just a squared plus b squared, right? That is completely wrong. What we see is we end up getting this middle term as well of 2ab. And we see that in both the a plus b and the a minus b squared. So when you see a binomial being squared, that means you need to write it twice. So x plus 3 times x plus 3. And you've got to FOIL it out. So we have x times x, which is x squared. We have x times 3, which is 3x. We have 3 times x, which is 3x. And then 3 times 3, which is 9. And then combining like terms, we get x squared plus 6x plus 9, which you see is exactly what's right here. We have the x squared, we have 9, which is our b squared, 3 squared, right? And then we have 2 times a times b. So 2 times 3 times x gives you that 6x. So go ahead and do those next two. Check your answer on Brightspace, and then we will continue on into the next special case. So the next special case we have is the difference of squares. And that's where the product of the sum and difference of the same two terms is called the difference of squares. So what we see is that we have a minus b times a plus b. And we end up getting a squared minus b squared as our answer. Because what happens, and hopefully you saw this in your investigation, is we get a times a, which is a squared, a times b, which is ab. We have negative b times a, which is negative ab. And we have negative b times b, which is negative b squared. So we get this ab minus ab, which we know is 0. So that goes away, and we're left with just a squared minus b squared. This is something that's going to come up again and again, and it's super important to be able to see it and realize it, because it's a quick thing we can do with factoring and with multiplying. So for example, we have x minus 2 times x plus 2. Factoring that out, we know I'm going to get, FOILing that out, we know at the end I'm going to get x squared minus 4, because that's my a squared and my b squared. But going through the steps, I have x times x, which is x squared, x times 2, which is 2x, negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x, negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4. I have that 2x minus 2x, and that is 0. Go ahead and do the next two. Check your answer with the key on Brightspace. The back of this paper is exactly the same as this page as well, so you can kind of disregard it. And your homework is pages 15 through 20, I believe, evens. So go ahead and get started working on that.